So as I was saying, everyone knows the typical Ninja Turtles backstory. Orokusaki and Master Yoshi had a love rivalry. Orokusaki ends up killing Yoshi and leading Splinter to go to New York.
Jeez.
Well, as it turns
This dude's
out,
been talking for the whole trip.
Orokusaki is-
Allow me to introduce you to one of the only MMOs I've ever actually gone out of my way to sort of actually play. I love it so much that even at the time of making the script, I still haven't purchased anything beyond the free trial. Which I know doesn't sound like a compliment, but it is, trust me, this game has way too much content for being a free trial. I am severely behind on work. Actually, now that I'm writing everything down and getting my thoughts said out loud to myself in my script, I realize I've mostly just been playing it as something to keep me busy while me and my friends talk and I procrastinate from work.
There's a fucking... Hold on, pause everything. There's a bunny girl named Revolver Osselhop.
However, even though it's clear that this video and every video I make is nothing but one elaborate shitpost, there is a tale to tell here. So as long as you don't mind the needlessly complicated intro and these completely disjointed narrative sequences, allow me to tell you the tale of one little Lalafell named Sprumf Killdozer. Kill. At the heart of the dense and dangerous forest of the Black Shroud is a city-state known as New Gridania, one of the most unified city-states in the entire world. Their unification being so great that every guild within operates together. It is a place rich in history, it's the home of the Order of the Twin Adders Free Company, and is the destination of our hero, Sprumf Killdozer, who is... unemployed again! I mean, seriously, how is this even remotely my fault? Okay, so...
No.
In my defense, there are monsters just off on the shore. He could have drowned for any reason.
You're fired.
So yeah, that's how it happened. If you're wondering why I'm in New Gridania at all, it's because I came here to join the Adventurers Guild. After all, there's no way I'm getting my job back at Casa del Sol, and my job title here includes Person Who Kills Things with a Stick. Oh, how I love to kill things with stick. There are few better things in my life than but of course, killing thing with stick isn't interesting without context, so allow me to show you a few adventures that led me up to killing things with stick. Okay, so I know I just said killing things with stick, but this is one of the first things that happened to me when I started playing the game. You see, when I first started playing, I was under the disillusionment that it might be a good idea to try and play the game with an Xbox controller. This was a sore mistake. After I realized my blunder, I then spent way too long trying to figure out how to fix it, and I couldn't, so I had to ask Lily for help. Nope, it's still fucked.
Alright, let's see. Is your controller plugged in?
No, I unplugged it entirely.
Why did you want to play an MMO with a gamepad?
Because I thought it'd be fun.
Share your screen.
Share my screen, okay.
Oh man, I wish I could read what this text said, but your resolution is... I'd say go ahead and hit default real quick.
I tried that. See, look down here. It thinks I'm still fucking playing with a controller. I figured it out. I'm a god.
What was it?
You go to fucking character configuration and do it.
That's what Reddit said.
Haha, how funny. I don't understand game settings. After I joined the Adventurers Guild, I noticed a few things at first. Number one, while the Adventuring Guild may provide me with housing, I don't think the job is very stable income. I mean, look at the amount of adventurers running around New Gridania any given moment. There can't be too many well-paying jobs here. So I devised a plan. If I was going to live it up lavish, I was going to have to put in a lot of elbow grease. Starting out with the Dragoons Guild. Yes, I said Dragoons Guild, not Lancers Guild. Everyone keeps calling it Lancers Guild, I don't fucking know why. They want me to deal with a fucking squirrel problem using a lance?
Yeah, they want you to kill them. They're big squirrels.
This means I'll get a little bit more additional work, and also they'll eventually teach me how to jump, which means I'll get to feel the wind on my face, and also when I land, I want to see the jiggle physics on my pompadour go crazy. I did turn down an offer from the Archers Guild, even though they would provided me with extra work, mainly because anyone who plays a ranged fighter is a complete and utter loser, and also... it doesn't feel as intimate as stabbing things with my spear. The last place to go in New Gridania would have been the Carpenters Guild, but you see, this is where the utter bullshit comes in. When I walked in, they told me I couldn't join. presumably because I might accidentally cut my own hand off with a power saw, but I found this greatly upsetting. So obviously I took a second to cool down, I went outside, killed things with stick, came back, and then threatened to burn the whole place down. So I got the job. Now we get to the part of the video I really didn't want to talk about. But this part of the video exists as a warning. A cautionary tale, if you will, on the dangers of adventuring. Naturally, because I am a bloodlusted Lalafell with the heart of a tornado of sharks, I wouldn't have to worry too much about the emotional aspect of losing a friend. However, this one's a little different. This one hit a little close to home. A few weeks ago, I had met a real one, a real adventurer, by the name of Drowning in Pussy. Now, I don't have the footage to show you, but just know that Drowning in Pussy and I were really tight. What I do have, however, is footage of the last moments of Drowning in Pussy's life before they were so tragically taken away from us by a malevolent force.
That's very funny.
I didn't know this is what happens when you get fucking reported. I didn't know you get taken to prison.
I didn't know there were people who were like gods in the world.
I assume it's like someone who works for Square Enix, not just a stranger.
It's so funny.
Yeah, this is a person. I'm talking to a person right now.
Dude, I can't believe Drowning in Pussy is fucking dead.
I was gonna change my name anyway.
Let me get a
To
screenshot
something else vulgar, but still, it wouldn't be pussy.
Dude, that's so
You're literally randomizing your name.
I don't know
I'll
what they're
be
gonna do to
releasing
me.
you momentarily.
Screenshotting this.
I do like that the admin is taking the form of a shadowy, scary figure.
Yeah, that's really funny.
I should leave the game. Yeah, okay, they kicked me.
Wow.
So I guess rejoin?
No, I'm just gonna wait. They have to change my name. I'm gonna tell Tumblr about this.
I'm actually a little bit sad I couldn't get footage of that because, like, that's prime video material. Rest in peace, Drowning in Pussy. You were always a true adventurer to me. Unfortunately, we don't have time to mourn, and mourning is for people with healthy mentalities anyway. We have a really important job to do. You see, in the sea caves of Sastasha lies a group of Sahagin that have aligned themselves with a group of pirates that are kidnapping people, and we gotta go and stop them. This is our chance to get our feet wet with a dungeoneering experience, as well as save a few people and get paid. Who cares? That's not what you're here to see. You're here to see me kill things with stick. You see, there is just one small problem with this dungeoneering experience, though. This game requires that you queue up and maybe find a group and... ugh, gross. We're not gonna do that. Yes, it's true, while I may have lost a friend, I have a few more. Hey, Chiized. I got a situation down in the Sahagin Sea Caves. Turns out there's a couple pirates down there. Took over one of your fishing spots or something.
What? They took what?
Yeah, you know. Was just wondering if you wanted to assemble the crew, knock this thing out in the quick 30.
I'm gonna kill those motherfuckers. I will be there in about 20 minutes.
So if it wasn't obvious, I clearly have no intention on interacting with anyone whose emotions I can't influence for my own personal gain. That is a trick and a trap. I luckily have a few easily influenced fools who are willing to do what I say with a little bit of social engineering. So allow me to introduce you to them. Hart, Mallory. I don't actually know what her deal is, but she always seems to be around whenever I'm out and about doing something. This would normally creep me out, but as I said, free labor.
Wow, I never thought you'd finally ask me to go on an adventure. I mean, you know, I didn't think you'd notice me. I've been watching you for weeks.
What was your name again? Tomeatyu. Ever since I arrived in New Gridania, Tomeatyu has been a total bro. He's always hooking me up with some new information on some new job, he's always crafting something, always fishing. This guy's insane. I personally don't get the want to keep crafting over finding something to fight, but I guess you gotta find entertainment where you can. So, what are you making?
You see, I had this idea, I wanted to make like a sword, but it's also an axe.
So it's, a sax.
A sax? You want me to call this thing a sax?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Lanis, Chaya. Wait, you kind of look like the guy who drowned when I used to work at Casa del Sol. Lanis Chaya?
No, you must have me confused for someone else.
With these three absolute monoliths, these pirates don't even so much as stand a chance. We were skirting through this dungeon like veterans, tearing through it with ease, even though there were a few questionable moments. Another giant fucking clam! Uh-oh, I aggroed everything. But it's fine, it was our first dungeon, we barely had any problems, even though Hart, our healer, was aggroing everything. Alex feels so naked and vulnerable without.
Hey, look, a treasure coffer.
Hey, look.
Oh fuck! I just pulled so much.
Guys,
why did they pull? Get over here! Go! 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 Here, I went ahead and pulled these guys that were just sitting here for no reason.
I'm glad that the healer's pulling enemies and dragging.
I don't. They're just sitting there.
It's a very good job.
Get them later.
No, look, see, I got it.
There's just a lady here.
Lily, I don't think you should.
Lily,
are you sure you don't want to be like a tank?
You fucking idiot.
Lily, I think you just want to be a tank.
Just reroll.
I have level 32 doing a level 15 dungeon.
We're level 18.
Yeah, but I'm doing my job.
We've been lowered to level 18, down. You rat.
Why do we want to go to the hole?
I want to see what's in the hole.
Here, let me see if I can open the... Let me get this cave.
Go into the hole?
Yeah, look.
Here
we go.
You fucking idiot.
What's up?
Leave me the fuck alone. I got these short little legs.
Here, hold on. Let me open this door while you guys are doing this.
What the fuck are you doing? After enduring many perilous battles, we come across the final boss of this dungeon, Den the Orc-Toothed. And I don't actually have much to say about him. He was easy. He was, like, the fastest thing I'd ever done. I don't even want to go over him. There's nothing funny. But yeah, that was a really easy and quick payday. It was fun. New Gridania may have its faults, but I've been enjoying my time here, and I feel like everything is going to be A-okay.
Hear. Feel. Think.
Shit.
Again, a bloodlust stronger than any man. Falling down, a meteor strike. The noise is burned in the middle of the fight. And go.
I want to talk about the Ninja Turtles.
Go.
This guy won't shut up, I'll beat him purple.
Find entertainment where you can. You're free, okay.